In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Lobos will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Tar Heels offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast? The heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
They're going to run it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Release to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So New Mexico's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw on second down. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And the Lobos are in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. At the 35, he's open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
It's obviously huge to make the catch, but give that receiver credit. Nice spatial awareness, knowing where he is on the field to make sure that he's in bounds when he secures the catch.
And now on second down for this offense. Give to the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Saunders. Lights off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll set up to throw. Fires downfield. He's got it. Hard-hitting tackle. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Goes out of bounds on the play. Set up 1st and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Try to get it on the ground. The Tar Heels get enough for the first down. An easy call to go for it and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front, and that's exactly what happened on that.
He's got it. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. There's a better play there by the defense.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 3rd down.
That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
North Carolina.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's Bender. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Obliterates him, still on the move. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Westbrook. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Lobos racing to the line in a hurry-up.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now they'll run the draw. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll give it to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turns it on at midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Pass interference.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. The offense lining up for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Bender. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now for this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploit them.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And the pass is intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And a nice run there. Finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped off. scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The comeback on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And the Lobos line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing it. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Spits it out to the back. Got his man down the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's looking to throw it. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. The Lobos will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Lobos will hustle to the line. He'll try it again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They want to just keep throwing it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The 3rd down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another 3rd down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
And the Lobos will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He holds it in, and no Oh, but he's close. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got room at the 35. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, UNC! And the route is on. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, man. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beaten like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He makes a catch. Hit the afterburners, kid. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. What great backs, not good backs, and not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative. You got to find ways to get on the perimeter, and more importantly, you better be ready to throw the football.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and so on.
Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. From the gun, the ground game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Between the uprights, it's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Washington State is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 31 to Fresno State.
And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense getting set for first down.
Let's go!
Quick strike complete. At midfield, he's got room. Open runway ahead. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back, cat-like quickness?
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the run. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Bender. They're bringing heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
The Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz here. On the shovel. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, New Mexico!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Getting set for the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
That makes the score.
And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
New Mexico.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to throw. It's Bender. He makes the connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels are on the move.
Easy!
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's De La Rosa. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Ball in the air. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Dropping back, it's De La Rosa. They'll run the screen. Sweet feet on the move. Shakes off the tackler. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodriguez. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Makes his connection. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Off play action on first down. He wants to go deep. He caught it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Harris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Ball security going to... This time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. This offense has a second down play. Scanning the field, it's De La Rosa. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a sack all the way back into the 5.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He'll return it from the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down.
29.
They'll run the option. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. To the air. It's Knox. Trying to get to him. Then as he throws, that pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.